Literally, there are people on YouTube, especially small YouTubers that just began their YouTube journeys, that are creating YouTube videos but unaware that they are violating YouTube policies. Hey, my name is Ntutugo D, and I'm the guy who wants you to avoid the unemployment line at the end of the global pandemic by starting your own YouTube channel and make money. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about 6 things that you should know before you start your YouTube channel. So probably this video is going to be one of the most important videos that you should watch because it will help you to avoid certain things that may get you into trouble with YouTube. One of the biggest YouTube trouble that you may find yourself in is being sued $45,500. I'm going to speak about that later in this video, so stay tuned. Before I go on, here is my advice. I want you to bother yourself enough to go and read up on YouTube policies, as well as the YouTube community guidelines, so that you can make your journey on YouTube smooth and peaceful. Like with anything in life, there are rules, and YouTube also has rules and regulations that we as YouTubers must follow. I don't know about you, when I started my YouTube channel, I was bombarded with a lot of text that came from YouTube. Amongst those texts was YouTube policies and community guidelines. I remember I took the entire day reading up on those policies and community guidelines because I did not want to make any mistake with my YouTube journey. I know the texts are pretty long, but they are to your benefit. So sit down with a pen and paper and write down all the important clauses of these policies so that you know whenever you upload a video, you do not violate any of those clauses in the policy. There are 2 worst case scenarios that you can actually suffer for violating YouTube policies. The first one, having your YouTube channel deleted by YouTube for violating YouTube policies. The second one, being sued in US dollars for violating a very important YouTube policy. No, don't panic. All you have to do is, after watching this video, go and read up all the YouTube policies and community guidelines. They are there on YouTube. There are even videos on these policies and community guidelines. Bother yourself and do some research. So as you can see with the title of my video, 6 things you should know before you start a YouTube channel. So if you already started your own YouTube channel and have not read the YouTube policies, chances are you may be violating some few clauses in the YouTube policies and even community guidelines. If you're unsure, read up on these policies. Be well informed. YouTube does not play games when it comes to violation of their policy. The last thing you need is devastating consequences because of your ignorance. Remember, ignorance of the law is not necessarily a defense. But this video is not only about violating YouTube policy and community guidelines. It's also a video that just gives you tips that you should know before you start your YouTube channel. So I'm going to start with the 2 legal things that you should know before you start your YouTube channel, and then I will finish off with the 4 things that you should know before you start your YouTube channel. You can still correct some few things if you are unsure of the things that I'm going to mention in this video. So this one is not a legal one, but it is a mistake that some new YouTubers make. Number 1, they just upload a random video. Remember, YouTube is second largest search engine. So people, when they come to YouTube, they are looking to be informed about something. If you're going to upload a video about breathing air, that video's chances of being viewed are next to nothing. But if you create a video about how a plant uses the sun in order for it to grow, then such a video has a chance of making it and the YouTube algorithm picking it and promoting it on the platform. So which brings me to this point. I'm sure you have heard this a number of times before. Whenever you create a YouTube channel, the first thing that you need to have is a niche, meaning the type of content that you are going to be uploading on your YouTube channel. Like me, when I started my YouTube channel, I knew that my YouTube channel was going to be all things YouTube, targeting people that are unemployed and those that may have lost their jobs because of the global pandemic. So same goes with you. Whenever you're going to start your YouTube channel, make sure that you have a niche that you are well informed about. And another thing, when you start your YouTube channel, you must always have an open mind to learn new things. You need to learn new things and also adapt to new things. And once you know what your niche is, make sure that you list out all your video ideas about that niche so that you always have content to upload on YouTube. Don't make the mistake of uploading today and the next time you upload will be 6 months later. When you come back 6 months later, your YouTube channel would not have grown. You would not have even had any views. So research your niche so that you can abstract video ideas from your research. So number 2, customize your YouTube channel. What do I mean by customize your YouTube channel? That includes branding your YouTube channel. You should know that when you start your YouTube channel, what your niche is and brand, and give your YouTube channel some sort of identity. If you look at the branding of my channel, I speak about unemployment and starting your own YouTube channel as a result. When you look at my branding, you can instantly tell that I am advising people who are unemployed to start their own YouTube channel. So that when people click to my videos, they have an expectation about how they can start their YouTube channels and make money. Another thing that you should also consider that I notice many small YouTubers do not consider is having a business email, is having a business email address. If you have a business email address that you have embedded in all of your video descriptions, is you never know who's watching your YouTube videos. I'm talking in terms of business wise. It could be a brand deal, it could be a sponsorship, it could be a business that wants to collaborate with you. That means you're losing money. So think smart. Read all emails that comes through your email, all of them, because you could actually miss a business opportunity if you're a type of person that does not read the emails. Again, you will never know who's watching your YouTube videos. So here's a legal one, which is a mistake I see most of the time small YouTubers make, especially new YouTubers, which leads me to point number 3, copyright. I cannot emphasize this enough. If you are going to use copyright material, this is going to hurt your channel. It's going to hurt your bank account. It's going to hurt you emotionally and mentally. Do not include copyrighted material on your YouTube videos. That is your intro music or background music. I would rather you not use none of them and just have a YouTube video that is just you talking with nothing playing in the background. Though YouTube does have music library that YouTube provides copyright free, then I would not have a problem with that. Where I would have a problem is you using popular music on your videos, and as a result, you find yourself in trouble with your channel. YouTube only allows a YouTuber 3 copyright strikes. Once you surpass that, your channel will be deleted by YouTube. The worst case scenario, if you are still a small YouTuber who has just started their YouTube journey, remember you still have to reach 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And if you have a copyright strike and then you have reached the 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, you could actually find yourself rejected for the YouTube partnership program, meaning monetization. your channel may not get monetized because of copyright strikes. So if you don't want to find yourself in that situation, rather you not use any music at all on your YouTube videos. Get this through your head. YouTube does not play games when it comes to copyright. If you are hit with a copyright violation, YouTube does give you an opportunity to correct that by either removing the video that is flagged for copyright violation. Or if you are monetized, you lose the money to the owner of the music that you used. Imagine this scenario. Suppose you created a great video and you use background music and you use a popular music that is copyrighted, and your video makes hundreds of millions of views, meaning that potentially you could earn anything between $80,000 to $100,000 in ad revenue. Do you know that that money is not coming to you, but it's going straight to the owner of the music? So you see, it's not worth it to use somebody else's music on your videos. If you are monetized, then you can decide whether you lose the money or you remove the video. Rather, do your own music, your very own music, and use it as a background music, or don't add music at all for your intro and also your background. If you are going to use popular music in your intro, the YouTube policy basically says that that music must not be any more than 7 seconds long. So it must be either 5 seconds to 7 seconds. Beyond that, you will get a copyright strike. Again, don't use music. End of story. Number 4, language. This is another YouTube policy provision. You are not allowed to use profanity or vulgar language in your videos. The reason why you are not allowed to use vulgar language is because, remember, YouTube's main goal is to make money. Advertisers that will not place ads on YouTube videos that have vulgar language. Remember, all your YouTube videos must position your videos to making you money. Once again, let's say you create a beautiful video, gets watched by millions of people, but you used a lot of vulgar language. That video unfortunately will not get monetized, meaning that you would have lost tens of thousands of dollars in ad revenue. Whenever you create a YouTube video, always think long term. Your video that you create today may not perform well in the first 2-3 months, but sometime in the future, it has a potential of blowing up and making you lots of money. So whenever you create a video, think about the future. Always. This one could get you sued 45,500 rand if you violated. It is called COPPA. Basically, COPPA, it is a US federal law which protects children from harmful material on the internet. So if your YouTube videos have profanity or anything that YouTube may deem inappropriate for children, so whenever you create your YouTube videos, make sure that your videos are clear that they are made for adults, not for children. So, which brings me to this point. YouTube has made a provision for every content creator that whenever you upload a video, you need to mark your videos whether they are made for children or not made for children. If you do not mark your videos whether they are made for children or not made for children, you are going to get sued by YouTube for $45,500 US. And yes, this policy applies to every YouTuber in the world, It does not affect only American YouTubers, but every YouTuber in the world. Be careful. Mark your videos whether they are made for children or not made for children. There is a provision in your video. Just before you press upload, it does pop and it gives you those three options. Then it gives you those two options. If your videos are not made for children, then mark that it's not made for children. If your video is made for children, mark that it is made for children. That way YouTube knows what to do with your video. This one is not a legal one. It's more like an advice, but it's number 6. Confidence. I'm a very shy person and soft-spoken. As a matter of fact, I'm a recluse. But with this video, I'm not sure. I feel like I'm a bit loud, which is very unnatural of me. But confidence is so important. So just because I'm soft-spoken and a little bit shy does not necessarily mean that whenever I create a YouTube video, I should show my shyness. Yes, I know shooting a YouTube video feels a little bit strange. It feels almost like you are crazy because you're talking to nobody. It's just the lens of your cell phone. I shoot my videos with my cell phone. I shoot my videos with my 8X Honor cell phone, and it feels a little bit weird when I am speaking to the cell phone and no one else is around. So that could actually hit on your confidence level as well. I know that some YouTubers will tell you to have a personality, be bubbly and loud, but not everybody is born that way. That is why it's so important that you be yourself, be who you are, do you when you do YouTube. Because pretending is tiring. So make sure that you do not pretend to be anybody that you are not. Be who you are. But in being who you are, also show confidence. If you think that your confidence may be hit a little bit, get Rexy. Rexy here helps me to be confident. His presence being a little bit over my shoulder gives me confidence to do this video confidently. So these are the 6 things that you should know before you start your YouTube channel. So if you feel that this video has added some value to your YouTube journey, then give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel where I speak all things YouTube and all things making money on YouTube. And also comment down below because I love hearing from you. I will see you in my next upload. Goodbye. Rexy, say goodbye. Rexy says goodbye.